You should not buy the Philips Hue Light Strip Plus. And if you give me 5 minutes, I'll tell you why.
This video is sponsored by me. If you're into PC gaming, PC technology, and want to stay informed on the latest hardware, software, news, and reviews, go ahead and click that subscribe button.
So first, let's go over the pros, and then we'll get into the cons and the recommendation of why I do not recommend you to buy this. So first off, the Philips Hue ecosystem is very vast. You can get tons of accessories and everything connects to one central hub. So if you already have that hub, you can add in a whole bunch of additional items and still get everything connected and integrated into one application. For me, that is a huge plus and a very good thing for most people if they're looking for simplicity in their lives. In addition, the Philips Hue has a wonderful strip that is actually protecting the LED strip itself, and this is very good for applications like outside or in areas that might get dirt and other issues. Additionally, there is a strip on the back that allows for easy attachment to multiple kinds of surfaces and objects. Lastly, the Philips Hue light outputs 16,000 lumens. Now this is brighter than a traditional 100-watt light bulb, which means you're going to get very good brightness and very good color. The entire Philips line is known for good color accuracy. Now moving over to those cons. Price. Price is a huge factor when it comes to these kind of things, and as you're adding in all of these extra accessories, price becomes a significant factor. The Philips Hue ecosystem, and particularly these light strips, have a ton of add-ons that are necessary in order to actually use the product properly. The single strip that I got only included a single connector and a single-sided power supply, unlike some of the other Philips Hue products, which include multiple port power supplies. This is kind of an annoyance in that if you just give me the 3, I would be able to use it everywhere. The second big con is there are 2 kinds of these light strips. The first of these light strips focuses on Bluetooth. The older version does not have that Bluetooth, and for some reason Philips decided to include different pin layouts, which means they are not interchangeable. It is very easy to make the mistake of getting the older generation because the only thing that really can differentiate the two is if you see the Bluetooth logo or the different pin layout and you understand these differences in the packaging itself. Ultimately, I cannot recommend this product. At the end of the day, it is a very pricey, and once you start adding in all of the add-ons necessary to actually make it work, it becomes just so price prohibitive to make a good recommendation. Difficult to use instructions and difficult to follow instructions, combined with the fact that there's an old generation and a new generation, just makes for a lot of confusion for the most tech-savvy user in most instances. The directions themselves on the product don't even align to what you're actually supposed to do, causing even more confusion in trying to get this set up. The ecosystem itself is great. Philips deserves a lot of praise for the Hue line, which has been a good innovator in this space for probably over a decade now, but with price and competition, they are simply outpricing themselves in the market, and this is a great example of where competition has done a better job facilitating the needs for people looking for additional lighting. The last item that I would note on here is the intercompatibility with a lot of other products. Behind me, you can see a different light strip. I tried to use that same container with the diffuser and a metal bracket in order to use these strips back there. However, it wouldn't even fit. I couldn't put the lid over top of the diffuser, and that's simply because of that white cover that they included on there. Had they included this as a proper diffuser with a cloud or frosted overlay, then that wouldn't have been a problem. But because they didn't, you get very bright light, very sharp light. So ultimately, I found my entire experience with the Philips Hue Light Strip Plus to be confusing and frustrating at the same time, thus leading to the do not buy recommendation. Thank you, and I hope you have a wonderful day.